Hey, what's up, party people? Jack Frost, BBN. Hey, yeah, I want to just make a couple things clear if y'all don't mind. Um, I just start talking. I don't usually just wait for people to come in. It is what it is. But when people do come in, please hit that like button. Um, so there's a situation. Hey, what's up there? Also, when y'all come in, say hi so I could give y'all a shout out. So I could, like it's hard for me to shout people out when y'all come in and I can't see who it is that just came in. I just see a fucking number. So you come in, you say what's up, I'm giving you a shout out, and hit that like button. If there's any particular topics y'all want to talk about, let's hit it. But I want to just say something real quick. Gentleman hit me today and he said that he didn't know if this channel was for him. Yo, what up, Robbie? So lit. How you doing there? All right. So he said he didn't know if this channel was for him because he's not black, but he's Puerto Rican or whatever the case is. Yo, look, this channel is for everybody. Right now, it's a lot of things. I've been pretty politically driven lately, but this channel is for everybody. Let me just go through my last couple of videos just for anybody that thinks that this channel is. How you doing there, Jennifer? It's always a blessing to see you. Appreciate that. I'm just gonna go through my last couple of videos, uh, so I could get this just in case anybody else has some kind of delusion or some not delusion. That's not fair. If anybody else has the misunderstanding that this channel is only for black people, it's not. Um, Last video I put up was about the national anthem, the truth about the national anthem. I advise everybody look at that. Everybody, not just black people. Then the one before that was Hollis Daniels, the Texas Tech kid that shot up the police officer. Both of them were probably white. He's white. I don't know. The other guy might be white. The two prior to that was two live streams where anything is talkable. Then the Dick conversation. Then the missing 15-year-old. And then the rape allegations from Harvey Weinstein. The point in which I'm trying to make is this is not a channel just for people of color. It's just nobody's sending me any emails as of late about what videos they would like for me to do. So um how you doing there, Ebony? What's up, Sam, man? I was actually putting together a video for that and I stopped putting that together to get on. Also, I was putting together a different video also. Some of my videos take a minute because I got to do research and sometimes it just takes a minute. And but soon I'm gonna, and I'm hoping it's much sooner rather than later. I'm gonna have a lot better content. So y'all just gotta bear with me probably for about another week, and then I'll be able to. I'll have the time afforded to do some of the things that I want to do. But with that being said, as far as the Jamel Hill situation goes, like that's just total BS. Not for nothing. Like she shouldn't have been. She shouldn't have been suspended. Obviously, like how do you suspend somebody for saying what she said? Because basically, what she said is that people was talking. If she basically said the exact same thing that Trump said. Trump said that they should boycott the sponsors, and then somebody made a comment on her Twitter, and she just said, "Well, if you feel that way, boycott the you could boycott the sponsors. That's one way to get their attention." Pardon me. That's basically what she said. So ESPN already had it out for her, obviously because of Trump. And for those that don't follow Jamel Hill on Twitter, her Twitter is extremely interesting. It seems like if you ever just want to see racists that just lose their mind, then go to her Twitter because those racists that come and attack her just lose their mind. Like every single thing they say is something. Like it was to the point where at one point I thought that she just had people faking like they were racist to go and attack her on Twitter so she could eviscerate their bullshit ass claims. But it was really that bad that I thought she was like, I thought it was a setup. Like when I first found her Twitter account, I thought it was a setup. Like I couldn't conceive that there would be so much hate, you know, for a black person not wanting other black people to be killed and murdered and harmed. White people should feel the same way, that they don't want, police randomly murdering their people. You know, they're us as human beings should feel a way about anyone randomly murdering anyone. That's just what it is. So we should all feel a way about that. That's just the way that goes. Um, okay, so Jerry Jones, the whole thing that Jerry Jones did was BS to me, because it's all slave master mentality shit. You understand what I'm saying? It's all slave master mentality shit. We have Jennifer Booker says we have a 34-year-old woman with an infant daughter with missing in April in Hampton, VA, still yet to be found. $2,500 reward. I wish you would have put that in my email. I'll see when you send it to my email. My email's on every single which one of my videos. When you send, sorry about that. See, I tried to do stuff and then stuff happened. But when you send that stuff to my email, it's easier for me to get on top of it and address it. So please, like, even if you don't have nothing to story, like any kind of link, even if you don't got a link, just send that to my email, because I'll try to come back in and check it out later. But um usual, I got like tons of stories. Like, you gotta understand, sometimes I do videos, I just don't put them up because I don't think that they're I don't like the quality, I don't like how they're done. I gotta start writing scripts. I just don't usually have the time, but I figured out a way I'm gonna find the time to write the scripts, make better videos. But you said 34-year-old woman and her infant daughter went missing in April. Okay, this is something that I wanted to bring up. Does everybody here know who Fredro Santana is? I'll tell you if you don't know. Fredro Santana is, I know everybody knows who Chief Keef is, because he's, whatever, nigga. Chief Keef is an artist out of Chirac, out of Chicago, who has moved to California, and he still has a really, really big following. It's a really, really big following. So Fredro Santana is his cousin. So it's just come out that Fredro Santana has a liver and kidney failure. So this kind of, as soon as I heard that, it kind of took the Kanika Jenkins thing to a different, because could the gangbangers have been trying to find him a liver and kidneys? Could they? Could the gangbangers have really been trying to find him a liver and kidneys? That's not so far fetched. They just didn't know. That's not so far fetched. Because when you do drugs, see, this is another thing that people that just really don't get. You see, a lot of drug addicts, they lived and they make it to like 50, and they don't, alcoholics live to be like 50 and 60 because they don't got but so much money. most drug addicts most drug addicts that we see that's in the hood or live like, just regular normal lives, they don't have that much money. They're not rich. But when you rich, or when you could spend freaking $5,000 on getting high a week and it don't hurt you, you tend to, overdo it to the next level. So Fredro Santana, he has liver and kidney failure. And what's that mean? Dialysis machine? That's what that means. When you start having liver kidney failure, that's dialysis machine. They have to, because your kidneys clean your blood. That's dialysis machine. So he needs a kidney transplant. And that's kind of strange that came up when it came up. It's just, to me, I feel that's kind of strange. Everybody was busy trying to say that white girl went and got the was the one, but I never thought that that was a possibility because she has so much backing behind her that they'll go find her if they were gonna do something like that, they'll go find her kidney like in some yeah slow and painful exactly. They'll go find her kidney like in some third world country. Jennifer, you the best. They'll go find her kidney, whatever that girl's name is that they was trying to say needed kidneys, whatever the heck, or liver, whatever the heck. They'll go find her kidney or liver from a third world country and get her all the organs she needs. And they don't have to worry about freaking, they could pay the police off a couple $1,000. You know, this whole the whole Kanika Jenkins thing, that like that's why I was never really sold on the organ thing, but I do understand that it happens. I said that in a video. Okay, with the exception of the very first video, all of my videos was consistent. I did have somebody tell me off, and no idea why. I think they were just mad because I be talking a lot of pro-black stuff, but I'm not really talking pro-black stuff. I'm talking pro-human being stuff. You know, we need to, do better by each other. We need to treat our women better. We need to treat ourselves better. We need to treat our brothers better. We need to, try to be more godly. And when I say that, I'm not trying to mock God, but I mean, we need to conduct ourselves in a manner that we could, or the children that see us could be impressed, or they could be proud. That's a better word to put, because anything you could impress a kid with hitting somebody in the face, the kid would be impressed. But be proud, like the children that we have with us should be proud. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So Fredro Santana, yeah, that's something, right? Oh, this is what I meant to. Another thing I meant to say. For all fans, there's a movie I saw today. All right, so for all fans of you like comedy, you grew up watching the old Batman from the 60s and the 70s. Everybody that did, they got the new Batman cartoon now. All right, I know it's a cartoon, whatever, but the jokes in it ain't for kids. There's tons of that. There's gay jokes all over the place, and there's also jokes about other sexual innuendo jokes. So it's not really for kids, but it's funny as hell. Check it out. It's called Batman versus Two Face. It's funny as hell. They have actual West, whatever that the guy that just passed away that actually paid that Adam West actually voiced the Batman. Burt Ward actually voiced Robin. It's pretty funny. Check it out. Oh yeah, that one was good too. Ebony, yeah, that one was good too. I like the new Harley Quinn one. But and it's like lots of sexual innuendo. That's what I'm trying to tell people. Like a lot of these animated movies aren't really for kids. Like they got tons of jokes and the kids won't get. Dutch Tilt. They got tons of stuff in it that kids won't even get. Tons of jokes. Um, what's that thing you wanted me to look up, Ebony? The gun laws, right? Gun laws in America. Right. You wanted me to look up gun laws in America. I remember that. But yeah, I just wanted to come on. I didn't have anything in particular I wanted to. Yes, yes, yes. But when you take into consideration that Disney has been since the inception, the first Disney. Okay, a little bit of history. The first Disney animated. I'll give you 1 second on that. The first Disney animated cartoon movie wasn't Snow White. They say it's Snow White, but it really wasn't Snow White. It was something else back in like 1914 or 1915 or something like that. It was a long time ago. It was before Snow White though. But Snow White is the one that they recognize. Okay, I went to school for I had a film class. But Snow White is the one that they recognize. Snow White had tons of adult jokes in it. Let's say Disney has been known for doing that. Disney has been known for having suggestive content in a lot of their children's movies. It's that's what they do. Okay. Now I'm not here to bash Disney. I'm not here to say that Disney is uh no, a part of a part of a cult. I'm not saying Walt Disney was part of a cult that promotes pedophilia. I'm not saying that at all, but I mean you have to take certain things into question when you have so much suggestive content in like every Disney animated movie. It's suggestive content. It's crazy. They got tons of websites on it and YouTube videos. There's YouTubers that actually do that type of stuff and expose that. But also with the gun laws, see in America, okay, see this is the problem. The gun, yeah, but okay, okay, Disney do a lot of stuff, right? Disney do a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff that I don't agree with. But they make classics. Lion King is a classic. Um, I'm not a big fan of Frozen, but when it came out, I seen the effect that it had on little girls and how it made little girls feel empowered. So I respect Frozen. You understand? I respect it because especially in our communities, we don't have enough stuff that help little girls feel empowered and confident. And a lot of the issues and problems that we have as far as relationships go with any demographic, with any ethnicity or race, a lot of problems has to do with self confidence. And so whenever we could have our men in general, no matter what ethnicity or race you are, our men in general and women in general grow up in a positive, more positive atmosphere, so they can feel more self confidence. That's always a good thing. So, um, I'm not a big fan of Frozen, but I could co-sign it. There's at least been 20 or 30 people in here, and I got freaking 5 likes. You know what, you guys? But um, yeah, Disney does a lot of slick shit. And but they on the way out. They gotta figure something out because these the cartoon what they own Marvel, right? So see, this is what it is. If you haven't noticed, there's a whole new superhero thing going on in movies right now, and all movies is now blockbusters. There's rarely any real movies coming out that aren't blockbusters. Everything's a blockbuster. Remember back in the day when there'll be like 2 or 3 blockbusters a year. One will come out in the Christmas time, and one will come out during the freaking yeah, Pixar. Yeah, I like Pixar too. I like Pixar. Pixar. The only messed up thing about Pixar is they try to make everybody cry. But there'll be one blockbuster that comes out in the winter, and then there'll probably be 1 or 2 blockbusters that come out in the summer. One will come out in the beginning of the summer. One will come out in the end of the summer. But now that Marvel has with Iron See this could be a video on its own. But now that Marvel has basically changed the landscape of how you make money in the movie business, people are coming out with blockbusters every other month. Like Star Wars changed the landscape of how you made money in 1970s because before Star Wars was the first movie that had a real like all of the toys you could buy to go along with the movie. That's basically what Lucas Arts was built on because um, Lucas was smart enough to keep all of his rights. He didn't sell none of his rights away. He didn't give none of the rights away. Actually, the movie theaters and production companies didn't think that Star Wars was gonna be very good, so they didn't really want any of them damn things. You know, ha ha ha. Look what happened now. So it just changed the whole entire landscape. And Pixar, I think they got better actually after they separated from Disney. They separated from Disney, right? I think they got better after they separated from Disney. You know, they I think creative control because whenever you're dealing with Disney, they you in like a bubble because they have to make sure that their name isn't no messed up any. So you kind of in a bubble. You can't really do everything that you want to do. But as far as the gun laws are concerned, look, you gotta look at it like this. I don't think that there should be stronger gun laws. I'm gonna let you know right now. I think that the problem has more to do with how the gun laws is enforced. And I think that because if you pay attention to most of the shootings, they're by illegal guns. They're not by legal guns. They're by illegal guns. What needs to be done is there needs to be a better way to track weapons after they're bought. Because often you have somebody go buy some guns from like this is another thing that kills me. They keep talking about people buying guns from gun stores. They don't be buying. Yeah, people buy guns from gun stores. Don't get me wrong. But most of the places where these guns that are getting used and then that are being bought and then being put into these minority neighborhoods, the minority neighborhoods, they're not bought from gun stores. They're bought from freaking like conventions. You know, like there's gun conventions. I don't know what to call them. Like where there's just people that sell guns show up. They got like a tent or some shit. They're out in the middle of some big ass field, and there's like 100 freaking people selling 100 different booths where they're selling guns at, and then people are just going and buying guns, and then those are the guns that's ending up in the neighborhoods. What are you gonna do? Guns aren't being stolen. Well, if somebody's old enough to buy a beer, they should be old enough to buy a gun. 21 is just fine. If to legally own a gun, 21 is just fine. Maybe they should also, yeah, gun shows. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's where most of these guns are getting bought. People are buying these guns, and then they're selling them to whoever, and then they're ending up in these inner cities, and that's how the things is happening. Where all the people in it, where you got the youth in the inner city getting killed, is from these gun shows. That's facts. But you got to understand, we can't allow. It's important for Americans to be able to buy guns because our government is the way that it is. I 100% believe that if we were a country that the ownership of guns were illegal and no civilian or citizen owned a gun, that we would already be living in martial law. We would already be living in martial law. We basically already live in a military state, but it would be much worse because that's what they're trying to enact now. They're trying to enact martial law. Think about it. First of all, so Ebony says, I think the effect of banning guns completely would be far worse than having them, but I do believe in your opinion of tighter controls on purchases of guns for sale for use. Absolutely. Because you got to look at it like this. They already are trying to create a martial law here. I mean, just look. The number one, put it like this. Whenever we have mass shootings, and it's not about race, but whenever we have mass shootings, it's always, with the exception of one time. That wasn't even a mass shooting. That was just some dude driving around on the highway shooting people. But whenever we have mass shootings, like in schools, like at that concert, like in movie theaters, it's always some white dude. Always. So obviously, the whole make a person a felon so they can't get their hands on guns ain't working. Because the people who are committing these mass shootings aren't felons. Now, are felons doing stuff that they should probably not have guns? Absolutely. But there needs to be stiffer penalties. Like, I'm not an advocate of the death penalty. I'm not gonna stand here and say I'm one of those people that think that every time somebody do something they should die. Like I got the Nico Jenkins video, and I constantly see people coming there talking about homeboy need to die. Um, he did some horrible stuff, but you know if you really pay attention to it, he never had a chance. Yeah, there's mental health checks. Ebony asks, is there mental health checks needed in gun to get guns over here in America? Ebony is not from America. She's from, I'm not gonna call out her state unless a country unless she wants it, but she's not from America. Yes, there are mental health checks, but all of these people that are getting these guns pass mental health checks. There just comes a point where you have to think. You gotta think. There just comes a point where you gotta say, look, is all of this shit real? Ebony is from Australia. She said it's okay for me to tell y'all guys. There comes a point where you got to be like, yo, is it for real? Is this like? I keep hearing stories about how there was a second shooter at the Las Vegas thing. I keep hearing stories about that. Then think about the dude. Remember a while ago the Sandy Hook? That was the shooting, right? Sandy Hook. That was the shooting, right? Think about the whole Sandy Hook shooting. Think about the whole Sandy Hook shooting. You understand what I'm saying? You got people that are coming out talking about that was fake. That there wasn't even no students was killed. Like it's crazy what people are saying. Like it's absolute insanity. You can't find anybody that's seen any actual dead bodies. You understand? Like you can't find anybody that's seen any actual dead bodies. They have people that they're saying that got killed that it's coming to find out never even existed. I'm talking about Sandy Hook, and I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just saying like there's just so much craziness going on that you just can't believe everything. I'm 100% sure that if we didn't have guns in America legally for legal purchase, that we'd be living in like some kind of weird future dystopia where everybody is like running around, walking around with the same clothes on, and we're just assembly line. We're just assembly line, and the top 1% is just choosing who live and who die, and we be living like in freaking what's the name of that movie? Freaking I don't know, with the girl, she had the arrow. I don't know what the name of that movie is. Catching Fire was the name of one of the books. But we be living in some shit like that. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't let them take our guns. I don't even have a gun. I'm happy the rednecks got their guns. Don't let them take the rednecks' guns. Because I'm letting you know right now, those rednecks is talking whatever shit they talking about. I'm talking about the racist rednecks. I personally have met rednecks that's cool as shit. I've met black people that consider themselves to be rednecks because they from the South. I'm talking fact right now. But don't let them take these rednecks' guns. And I'm not talking about just the white. I'm not talking about the regular white people. Because there's no telling which way they're gonna go. I'm talking about the rednecks. I'm talking about the rednecks that they don't like the government. Those guys. Exactly. You let the freaking military try to roll up. I'm telling you right now, we start having some like weird shit going on in America where the freaking military gets called in. Military gets called in, all type of shit start busting loose, and stuff start blowing up, and everything, and shit start going crazy. I let you know right now. I'm gonna be hoping to find some. Well, I live in New York, so it's a situation to be different. But if I didn't live in New York and I live like somewhere out in some rural county, I'm gonna be trying to find some rednecks to go lay up with. And I'm not saying lay up to have sex. I'm saying like because they don't like the government. Like like even the ones that been to war, like they don't like they don't trust the government. They like, you understand what I'm saying? Like like it's funny, yo. It's funny, but it's the truth. Anyway, don't let them take our guns. We don't let them. I don't even have a gun, but don't let them take our guns. The government is usually up to some kind of weirdness. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Don't take me seriously as far as that is concerned. I'm just telling jokes. But yep, it's time to go. So look, I love all of y'all. Um, Tomorrow I'm gonna try to do a call-in show, but I'm gonna see how many viewers we get in the morning for the morning show, and depending on how many viewers we get for the morning shows, depending on if I'm gonna do the call-in show. But a quick recap: Batman versus Two Face cartoon. That shit is dope. Like not for nothing. Ebony says we have shootings here too, and they aren't legal. So complete banning is definitely not the answer. Thank you for it. Yeah, y'all have complete no guns is legal and there's still shooting going on. That's what I'm trying to say. Like none of that makes any sense. Um, I feel bad for the like. I feel like I have sympathy for the individuals that have lost family members due to gun violence, but banning all guns. Okay, cocaine is illegal. People still use cocaine. you want Crack is illegal. People still getting crack and smoking it. I don't understand how anybody could think making guns illegal is gonna prevent other people from getting guns. I don't even understand that. That's not even logical. Like seriously, that's not logical. Heroin is illegal. People still get heroin. It don't even make sense. Remember when they? Oh, of course we don't. We wasn't alive. But when prohibition happened and alcohol was made illegal, there was probably more alcoholic people during that period of time where alcohol was illegal than there is now. Because by making it illegal, it was more coveted. You understand? Anyway, I gotta go. I love y'all. As usual, I'm only trying to do 30 minutes a clip of this. Uh, I see other guys, they be doing live stream, but they be having like 200-300 people in their live stream. I don't. And most I be having at the time is like 14. But we're gonna try to get our numbers up. I'm gonna try to put out better content. But yo, look, I love y'all. Keep each other safe. Um, Pay attention. Like I'm sorry. A lot of my content lately has been. Good night, Jennifer. I'm sorry. A lot of my content lately has been so centered on political positions, but I'm gonna try to make more videos that's less political. Because we gotta smile sometimes too. We gotta laugh. Gotta laugh. Gotta smile. But so I'm gonna try to make some more videos that's not so politically, not as politically motivated, and just hang in there with me. Anyway, also I wanna give a big up to everybody that donated to the PayPal. The link is in the description of almost every single one of my videos. You guys are the real MVPs. Um, Seriously. I want to thank everybody that donated to the PayPals. I really do appreciate it. Some of y'all guys just give $1. Some of y'all guys give $2. I really appreciate that. I'm fortunate enough to get other denominations also, but you guys are the best. I appreciate all donations that I've received. So I'm gonna let y'all guys go right now, and by next week, I should start uploading a minimum of 3 to 4 videos a day. So that's going to be a good look. Please stay on the lookout. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Join notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Oh, and when y'all leave comments, hashtag Bronx Bombers. Like, if you don't want to leave a comment, though, but you saw the video, hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let me know you was there. Like, even if you saw the video, you like or dislike, whatever the heck, and you don't really have a comment, just hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let me know you was there. Put some comments on there. I need some comments on something like that. That works for me. Just hashtag Bronx Bombers. I'm gonna let y'all guys go. Look, have a good night. Kiss your kids. Call your mama. Hug your spouse. Tell them you love them. Let's take care of each other out here. That's all I got on this one. I'm out. Rap bastard thing. Press OK.